this is Miss Moskowitz and the Sabbath Candlesticks, written and illustrated by Amy Schwartz and published by the Jewish Publication Society. Can everyone hear me and see me? Yeah? Okay. The moving man set down the last box in Miss Moskowitz's new apartment and wiped his brow. "That's it, ma'am," he said. "Enjoy your new home." Miss Moskowitz let her cat out of his box. "You call this a home, Fred?" She walked through the kitchen and the bedroom and back to the living room. "I miss my old house," she said as she sat down. "I miss the flowers in the front. I miss the porch in the back. I miss the old bathtub where I used to wash Sophie and Sam when they were small. This apartment will never be home." When Miss Moskowitz's son came by that evening, the boxes were still not unpacked. Sam kissed his mother and handed her a package. "I found this in the basement while I was locking up the old house, Mother. You must have forgotten it." Miss Moskowitz shook the box. Then she opened the lid and took out a sack made of soft white cloth. She untied the sack and pulled out 2 tarnished candlesticks. How do you guys think Miss Moskowitz is feeling right now? Look at the picture. How do you think she's feeling?
Sad.
Sad? What was that, Lily? Rena, was that you, Rena?
Yeah.
She feels sad? Yeah, she probably feels sad. Maybe a little bit happy now that she's got the candlesticks, but yeah, that she's probably sad. Here, let's keep going. Let's see what happens.
Shira, I don't think.
Oh, Shira. Oh my goodness, Shira, I did not see her hand. Yeah.
I think she's feeling a little bit happy with the candlesticks.
Yeah.
For
Shabbat, exactly. She's feeling a little bit happier because she got the candlesticks. It's a good observation. I like it. Let's see what happens next. "My Sabbath candlesticks. When you were little, Sam, I polished these until you could see yourself in the reflection. For Shabbat, I cleaned the whole house till it sparkled. Sam, remember how good the freshly baked challah smelled? Remember the laughing and singing after supper? Remember how happy we are?" "Yes," Sam said, "I remember." Miss Moskowitz shook her head. "What memories, Sam, what memories." The next morning, when Miss Moskowitz pulled back the curtains, a ray of sunlight struck the candlesticks. "Look at that, Fred, aren't they lovely?" When Miss Moskowitz did her marketing, she dropped a jar of silver polish in her basket. What do you guys think she's going to use the polish for? What's she going to do? Yeah, Lily? You gotta click unmute. We cannot hear you. I'm sure you're giving a great answer.
You want to know, Lily?
Shira, do you wanna help Lily out?
Shira, do you want to answer?
Do you want to answer, Shira?
Lily?
No, you.
What? Well.
So I think she's gonna polish her candlesticks.
Yeah, she's gonna make them look nice and shiny, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Yeah, Rena, you think she's going to make them look all nice and shiny, like a mirror, like she said she used to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if she does. After lunch, Miss Moskowitz polished the candlesticks. She held Fred up to them. "Can you see yourself, Fred?" Then she frowned. "It's the table, Fred. How can my beautiful candlesticks stand on such a plain table?" Miss Moskowitz climbed about the many boxes piled on the floor. She tugged at the top flap of the biggest box until it sprang open. She pulled out a dozen sheets, a blue blanket, and a fluffy comforter with feathers coming out at the seams, but she didn't find what she was looking for. "Oh, Fred, where could it be?" Miss Moskowitz muttered as she tucked the comforter into the bed. She rummaged around in the box again. "It's here somewhere. Here it is." Miss Moskowitz pulled out a white tablecloth with silver threads dancing around its border. She shook out the tablecloth and laid it on the table. Fred, come look, it's magnificent. Miss Moskowitz stood back and looked too. But Fred, she said, how can such beautiful candlesticks on such a lovely table stand on such a filthy floor? Where did I put my mop? Miss Moskowitz unpacked one box after another and finally found her bucket and mop. She scrubbed and mopped the living room floor, the bedroom floor, and then she cleaned the kitchen. She washed the kitchen cabinets and pushed furniture into place. Miss Moskowitz rubbed her back. What those candlesticks are putting me through, she groaned. Then she yawned and turned out the light. What's she getting ready for? What do you think she's cleaning all this up for? What's she getting ready for?
Shabbat!
Shabbat, that's right. Everyone said it together. It's Shabbat. Everyone's getting ready for Shabbat. In the morning, Miss Moskowitz got up early. She watched the light playing on the candlesticks as she brushed her hair. What this table needs is a bunch of flowers, don't you think, Fred? Miss Moskowitz put on her hat and coat and walked to the corner. She went into the flower shop and bought a bunch of posies and daisies. On her way home, Miss Moskowitz stopped at the grocery store. She bought flour, eggs, yeast, and a box of long white candles. At another store, she bought a tall bottle of red wine. When she got home, Miss Moskowitz unpacked her groceries. A table with Shabbat candlesticks, a beautiful tablecloth, and such lovely flowers. It's still missing one thing, she said. Miss Moskowitz found her old tin recipe box and put out a worn card. Freshly baked challah. That's what we need. Miss Moskowitz sifted and stirred and kneaded the dough. Then she rolled it into 3 long rolls and braided them together. As she worked, Miss Moskowitz thought about baking challah with her mother many years ago. She thought about raising her family in the old house, and she thought about the year still to come. Miss Moskowitz put the 2 loaves of challah in a shallow blue dish and put them aside to rise. Then she wiped her hands on her apron. Just one more thing, Fred. Miss Moskowitz went to the phone and called her son. Come over tonight, Sam, and bring the family. We'll light the candles and have a Sabbath meal. I'll call Sophie and invite her too. Then Miss Moskowitz lay down for a little nap. Just before sundown, Sam and his family and Sophie arrived at the door. Shabbat Shalom, Sam said as he walked in. Why, Mother, look at this apartment. Miss Moskowitz picked up Fred. She looked around her. The boxes were all unpacked. Everything was clean and in place. The candlesticks stood shining on the table. The apartment looked beautiful, and here was the family to celebrate Shabbat. Miss Moskowitz laughed. Fred, when did all this happen? Miss Moskowitz turned to her family. Shabbat Shalom, she said, and welcome to my home. And that was, ooh, I got stuck. Can you guys see? That was Miss Moskowitz and the Sabbath Candlesticks. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope everyone is getting ready for Shabbat tomorrow. Wait, let me see. I'm going to do this. I hope everyone's getting ready for Shabbat tomorrow. Are we all? Is anyone going to make challah tomorrow?
No.
Yeah, Shira, are you and your family going to make challah tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm going to make challah.
I'm gonna make challah tomorrow with my class.
Yeah, with your class? Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna make challah. Wow. I'm gonna make challah too.
Oh my goodness, everyone's making challah. I'm making challah tomorrow for me and my
too.
family.